Well, we beat a really good team tonight. I've been, since the Michigan State game, I've watched all their games, and for Mike to put in this system this quickly and play this well is a heck of a thing. Yeah, they're going to be a tough out. Yeah, they have been. They're going to be a tough out the whole season. For our kids, and reading through the notes, I didn't know he grew up 20 miles from here. I told him before the game, and I've said this to him before, I said, they made a great hire. This guy's one of the best coaches in America. And that's without me knowing he grew up 20 miles away. Holy mackerel. What a sensational hire, and what a great guy. Their kids play hard, and we played an outstanding 18 minutes in the second half. Although I'd say this, we played an outstanding 12 minutes in the first half to stay in the game. They wear you out with all their movements, and this is a tough week for our team. This is the toughest week I've had in years for a basketball team, because we played at Michigan State in a 9:30 game, got back at 4 in the morning on Wednesday. This is the biggest week academically for us. It's the week before exams. Our kids have projects due. They were doing, 2 of them took tests up at Michigan State. They were doing stuff, and we had to stay in Roanoke. And last night we got in a little bit early, so we gave them time, because some of them had projects due by midnight, and we didn't want to come here for a shoot around because of the bus ride, and you play this game on the road, and for us to play those last 18 minutes like that, it's just sensational. We played great defense. Trey led us, but 2 kids who have not been playing well, Wendell and Alex, came. Wendell was a plus 24 in the game. And Alex he had a couple that just missed, and then he hit 2 big ones. And then Jordan Gollard played the whole second half. So it was a game that was difficult for big guys to play in, because they're smart. They took advantage, and then we made that change, and it worked, and we played great. On offense, we just ran motion offense. We didn't run any of our sets, and our kids made some big plays, so proud of them.
That's more that's not something you've done at all this year. Just think about, as the game went on, what's your thought process with that? Just think about it in the first half, just think about it coming out of halftime?
I thought we should defend the ball screen better. That's what I was thinking of. And then when we started the second half, we did not defend it, so I figured we're not going to defend it that way, or with those people. And so we said, let's put in a lineup where we can switch everything, and then keep the floor open, drive, kick, and make them move. Because they had us all down. They've had preparation. They had every one of our sets down, how they were going to play off. Look, he's really good. And so then we just jumped everything and just went to that. And our kids played so hard. And they did a really good job on Noli, who's a hell of a player. So we feel very fortunate to win, but I feel like we deserve to win.
Mike, what was kind of the strategy on defending Noli? Like, what was kind of the priority, what you wanted to take away from him?
Just put a guy on him that he usually gets the advantage of a big. Which our guys over the years have gotten. Whether it be Tatum and all these guys, and Mike is smart. He puts him in a position on that elbow or whatever. If you put a big guy on him, he's going to go by him. So Jack did a good job on him, and then Wendell did, and even Jay Gold. So we put an athlete on him, and then being able to switch. Being able to switch was probably the key to the game.
Coach, I assume that you know coaches all over D1 basketball. How well did you know Mike Young while he was at Washington?
Not that well, just more from reputation. And
what was that reputation?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
damn good. Yeah, you wouldn't have got the job here. Better than your reputation.
I
I don't even know your reputation.
I appreciate it.
Do you have a good one?
Well, I just got a job for Sports Illustrated. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
firing a lot of people.
yeah, you're right.
So,
That's why I got hired. So.
okay, by default, so your reputation, you better build your reputation.
I will, sir. Thank you.
All right, but God bless you in
You
your
too.
attempt to do that.
I appreciate it,
Cash
Coach.
is coming back tonight, only it's like 6 minutes, but is his
Yeah,
leg
he's okay. I just didn't think he's ready. You know, emotionally, physically. He hasn't had to go through a practice where you're sweating. We only practiced an hour on Thursday before leaving, and it's not enough time. He didn't do anything wrong. He's going to be healthy. He needs more prep time.
You mentioned Wendell and how he might not be playing as well as he's capable of.
Yeah, Georgetown and up in New York, he played great.
And aside from that, I mean, tonight, with the offense and the ability to have more space on the floor, how does that open things up for him? And do you sort of have a perfect or an ideal role for him, do you envision?
No, I think he's developing his role. I think when you try to put kids in a box, they become the box. If you give an open jar, they grow the way they can grow. He needs to, just play, and he needs to just play. I thought he was much more physical with his drives tonight, and he missed that one. That one just was right there, and it didn't get to him. That's another thing I look at. It's a 1 point game, and he's makes that move, and a young kid can take a play off or two and he did. He did. So, those are all toughness things that that I saw tonight with my team. My team's been good, but it's been different guys. Trey's been the constant, and but different guys have stepped up, and good group. It's an old-fashioned team, man. It's an old-fashioned team. This was an old-fashioned week.
What kind of blessing is Trey for you guys when composure is important?
Yeah, with everything, really. And, they follow his lead. I thought at Michigan State it was beautiful, his passion to play and win. Everyone just, when I was in the military and do a lot with the military. When the leader does that, it's an infectious courage that permeates throughout the whole unit, and he did that, and he did that tonight too. And God bless him. He's got to continue to do.
Like, what makes Beatty such a tough matchup, and why was he able to at times get into the?
No, because he's good. He's good. Bottom line, he's strong. He was a starter on it. They had a team here last year that could have won the national championship. That's how good they were. And we had 5 teams in our league that could have won. They were one of them. And when he took over for Justin, they didn't miss a beat. And he's been a great leader for them. And when you talk about composed, he's composed too. We just, we were able in the second half, because of the switches, keep him out of our paint, where we could in the first 22 minutes.
Mike, coming in, given their dependence on the 3, I think 47% of the plays for them, how did that affect how you wanted to guard them and play, especially that last 18 minutes when you thought you were
No, we
so good?
switch everything, take away the 3, try not to foul. But also in taking away the 3, don't give up the drive. Because if you give up the drive, everyone says, well, that's a 2. Not necessarily. Because the drive can suck up the help side, and then you got a 3. They have great spacing. Look, they're playing the way they should play. They're going to be a tough out playing that way. And he knows that. That's why he's doing it. And, this is a good big win for us. In our conference, I haven't watched everybody. I've watched very few. But, where they've picked I think our conference is pretty level. You better show up every night against everybody.
Was there a conscious effort to ratchet up the pressure in the second half to force more turnovers?
Not full court pressure, because they could go by, but the pressure in the half court. You can keep better pressure if you switch. But you have to have a lineup out there that can't switch.
Coach, how did you see the team adjust over the course of the game to the increased, intensity, physicality of a conference game?
Yeah, well, I was worried because we just had a big game in the travel that we might get worn out. And our kids really showed a great spirit tonight where I know they're tired, but they didn't play tired. They played like winners tonight. And they had to because they were playing against winners.
Anything else?